Okay, so welcome everyone to your evening meditation. Just giving yourself the next half an hour's time out of your day, your evening, just to refresh, reconnect, re-energize, set yourself up for a nice evening. Going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next half an hour. Sitting comfortably. If you're sitting on a chair, feet shoulder width apart. Cup your hands on your lap, keep your back reasonably straight. You can support your back against the back of a chair. Close your eyes and just connect with your breath. So, breathing in through the nose, notice how the stomach rises, chest rises. Notice the subtle flow of energy into your flowing up your spine into your chest, into your heart center, and then on up into the head. Pause at the top of the inhale. And just do a little check-in, mental and emotional check-in. Scan your mind. And just notice any obviously distracting or disturbing thoughts going on. So any carrying from the day, maybe a little bit of a grievance you're holding on to, a little bit of fear, anxiety. You're not sure what it is, just kind of an uncomfortable feeling. So notice how it feels mentally, emotionally, and physically. Maybe there's a knot in your stomach, tightness in your chest, clenching of your jaws. Notice these subtle cues that you're out of alignment with your true nature, which is love. And exhale, as you exhale, just choose to let it all go. So just blowing it all out with the breath. Imagine the thoughts and emotions are like black smoke, just releasing out your mouth. The dark energy is leaving out of every pore of your body. It's leaving your energy system, leaving your mind. And then pull the lower stomach sharply into the spine. So you completely empty yourself. And just notice the stillness, the peace that naturally arises in the emptiness. And then breathe in again. So nice deep inhale breath. Through the nose, filling up the lower stomach as though you're breathing into your belly button. And second phase of the breath into the heart center. Feel this lovely warm tingling feeling rising up the spine. This is the life energy, Kundalini energy. It's called in the Eastern tradition. Rising up the back of the spine into the crown of the head. You pause briefly and just really notice the gaps. And the gaps between these breaths, gaps between my words. There's this underlying stillness. And this is what all these words and practices like meditation are pointing you to. Into the stillness in your own mind, beyond thought. And exhale. Just make a little sighing sound in the back of your throat. Keep your mouth closed. Notice the air flowing out of the nostrils, the chest and the stomach. Gently suck back in, and again you come to rest. At the bottom of the exhale, just notice this exquisite stillness that just arises and the peace that goes with it in these little gaps. And then you repeat the cycle. You breathe in, stomach rises, chest rises. Notice the subtle flow of air into your nostrils. Feel the life energy rising up your spine. Nice warm tingling feeling. You can imagine it's a red thread flowing up your spine to your crown. You pause there, smile, just connect with the stillness. There's an underlying peace and contentment and joy just in being in the present moment. When you exhale, sigh it all out. All process reverses, air flows out of your nostrils, chest and stomach suck back in. And then repeat the cycle. And just step back and watch your breath. So you're just the observer of your breath. It means that you're not your breath, you're not your body. You also just watch these things, these movements, these behaviors of the body in quite a detached way. So it shows you that there's a part of your mind that is not the body, that is beyond the body, because it can observe what's happening in and to and through the body. So just watch the breath and what's happening to you, through you, and for you. It's not really you doing it. And that will take you into the part of your mind that the Course in Miracles calls the Holy Spirit, which is a subject of preliminary section to a series of workbook lessons we're busy with. So I'm going to read you now. So just to prepare yourself for the reading, just keep watching your breath. Just breathing this nice, deep, slow, rhythmical pattern, just observing all the subtle sensations of the breath. Remind yourself there's really nothing else to do, nowhere else to go, nothing else to think about. You just step back, breathe, watch your breath, and keep your mind very still, calm, empty, open, but aware. So there's no thoughts going on. Imagine your mind is like a very still, calm lake on a windless day. And these ideas are like pebbles, just going to drop into the lake of your mind. Because your mind is so still, the ripple effects are going to be very noticeable. And they're going to ripple all the way into the depths of your subconscious mind, which is where they're needed to undo the very deep-seated false belief in your mind that you are separate. You are a separate body, separate identity, personality, with your own separate ideas, goals, interests, dreams, none of which is true. The Holy Spirit is that part of our mind that remembers the truth and that mediates between illusions and the truth. So the Holy Spirit mediates between illusions and the truth, since he must bridge the gap between reality and dreams. Perception leads to knowledge through the grace that God has given him to be his gift to everyone who turns to him for truth. Across the bridge that he provides are dreams all carried to the truth, to be dispelled before the light of knowledge. There are sights and sounds forever laid aside. And where they were perceived before, forgiveness has made possible perception's tranquil end. So just pause, reflect as you connect with the breath, just watching the breath. So as you listen, don't try and intellectually understand these words, just let them sink in, permeate into your awareness, to a deeper part of your mind. Your job is just to remain very clear, calm, open, empty, and aware. So no thoughts, no resistance. And that way these ideas are just going to sink in to where they're really needed, to this deeper part of your mind. Just keep watching your breath as you listen to the rest of this section on what is the Holy Spirit. So the goal the Holy Spirit's teaching sets is just this end of dreams. For sights and sounds must be translated from the witnesses of fear to those of love. And when this is entirely accomplished, learning has achieved the only goal it has in truth. For learning, as the Holy Spirit guides it to the outcome He perceives for it, becomes the means to go beyond itself, to be replaced by the eternal truth. If you but knew how much your Father yearns to have you recognize your sinlessness, you would not let His voice appeal in vain, nor turn away from His replacement for the fearful images and dreams you made. The Holy Spirit understands the means you made, by which you would attain what is forever unattainable. And if you offer them to Him, He will employ the means you made for exile to restore your mind to where it truly is at home. Just pause, keep watching your breath, reflect on that. So we've tried to do in this world is create some kind of happiness, contentment, fulfillment out of nothing, out of a thought of separation from wholeness. And so what we would try and do, we would try and attain in this world some kind of happiness and peace, satisfaction, is forever unattainable. The Holy Spirit understands the means and the mechanisms of illusion. And so if we offer them to Him, and we do this when we let go in our minds, we let go of our psychological attachment to our investment in the things of this world, that's when we offer them to the Holy Spirit. Then He will employ the means we made for exile, all these illusions that seem to bind us, seem to cause all kinds of mental and emotional difficulties because of our attachments to them. The means we made for exile, to exile us from divine unconditional love, to restore our minds to where they truly are at home, which is in knowledge. So let's continue. Just keep watching your breath. So from knowledge, where He has been placed by God, by love itself, the Holy Spirit calls to you to let forgiveness rest upon your dreams and be restored to sanity and peace of mind. Without forgiveness, will your dreams remain to terrify you. The memory of all your Father's love will not return to signify the end of dreams has come. So accept your Father's gift, your source's gift to you. It is a call from love to love, that it be but itself. The Holy Spirit is His gift, by which the quietness of heaven is restored to God's beloved Son. Would you refuse to take the function of completing God, of completing love itself, when all He wills, when all love wills, is that you be complete? So just pause and reflect on that question. Would you really refuse the call of God, the call to love unconditionally, which completes love, call from love to love? This is the ancient call, voice that we cannot silence, no matter how hard we try. And we've tried very hard. We've created a whole world of illusion, got lost in that world, got lost in the body, got lost in a false identity that thinks it is a body in a world that is illusory. It's how hard we've tried to refuse to take the function of completing God or love, and running away from love forever, for a long, long time. And yet, love is still there, and the call for love is still there, and it will always be there. Can never undo what is eternal. The only thing that can be undone is the impermanent, the ephemeral. This is what the Course calls the ego. Thoughts, emotions, ideas, beliefs that simply are not true. They are not real, so they can be let go of. You cannot let go of what is true because it's true. It's unalterable. It's beyond damage or destruction in any way. So let's move on to today's lesson, 285. Start off by taking a nice deep breath in. You fill up the lower stomach. Imagine you're not just breathing in air, but you're breathing in light, beautiful golden white light, flowing into your stomach, filling your stomach up like a light-filled balloon. Second phase of the breath into the heart center, filling up your chest. Feel that light expanding from that point in your chest up to your neck, to your head. Just pausing at the top of the inhale and just say today's idea. You feel this light growing stronger, brighter with each passing second. Say, my holiness shines bright and clear today. My holiness shines bright and clear today. And so feel that brightness. It's infusing every cell and every muscle of your body, extending to every part of your mind. All dark thoughts are just cleared out by the light, shining bright and clear in your awareness right now. If you notice any thoughts that are obstructing this, contradicting this, dark thoughts, could be a minor irritation, a major grievance, an attack thought, jealousy, anger, rage, guilt, fear, whatever it is, just notice it. Say one more time, my holiness shines bright and clear today. And as you exhale, just blowing it out with the breath. Imagine you releasing it like black smoke out of your mouth. It's clearing out of every pore of your body, out of your energy system. The lower stomach into the spine. Expel the last remaining air out. And you pause there and you rest. Rest in the stillness, quiet. Nowhere to go, nothing else to do. Just breathe, relax, and be still. Be in the light. Just breathing in again. As you breathing the light into your stomach, to your belly button, it's filling your stomach up like a light-filled balloon. Feel the light expanding up into your chest. So it's flowing into your heart center and then radiating out from there to the upper chest, into the head. It's enveloping your whole head, your upper body in a field of golden or white light. This is your holiness shining bright and clear today. So say to yourself, today I wake with joy, expecting the happy things of God to come to me. I ask for them to come and realize my invitation will be answered by the thoughts to which it has been sent by me. I will ask only for joyous things, hence and I accept my holiness. So what would be the use of pain to me? What purpose would my suffering fulfill? And how would grief and loss avail me if insanity departs from me today? And I accept my holiness instead. So exhale. As you exhale, just blowing all these things away. Again, imagine they're like a black smoke, leaving your mouth, dark energies leaving every cell and every muscle of your body, all the pain, suffering, grief, loss. How would these things serve? How do these things serve you? The answer is they don't. Do not serve you at all. Only your holiness serves you. Only that is true. All you have to do is accept it. So, just going to do a little prayer and then sink into this place of holiness. A couple of minutes of silence to close the meditation. Say, Father, my holiness is yours. If you don't like the Father word, use source. Source, my holiness is yours. So you're addressing the very source of your own mind. Creative source, the creator, the Father, it doesn't matter what you call it, but there is something that created your mind. It gave you any kind of existence at all. It's a never-changing source that sustains all minds, means you cannot die. All thoughts of death and pain and suffering and guilt and grief and loss, these are all illusory. They are not ultimately real. They're just shadows we've placed before the light in our minds. So say to yourself, let me rejoice in my holiness, and through forgiveness, be restored to sanity. Forgiveness is just letting go of negative thoughts and emotions. Say, your son is still as you created him. My holiness is part of me and also part of you, addressing your higher self. And what can alter holiness itself? So over and over the message is coming through. We cannot alter our true identity. We cannot change holiness at all. It is created by an infinite creator, infinite source that is way, way beyond our ability to change or harm in any way. So we may think we've done this, but in truth we've never done anything, because holiness cannot be changed. And our only job here in this world is to accept that truth. That acceptance is called the atonement or one-ment. The process of doing that is called forgiveness, letting go of illusions of separation, to restore our minds to the truth of oneness. So that invitation, just sink in to a deeper part of your mind. Watch your breath. The breath take you there. Breathe, relax, be still. The next 2 minutes, imagine that you're just sinking into the light. This is the light that is the source of your holiness. The light that shines bright and clear, always. It's not that it's only shining bright and clear today, it's that you become aware that it's shining bright and clear today, and that and brings it into your reality. So my holiness shines bright and clear today. And then just rest in that. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to go, nothing else to think about for the next 2 minutes. Breathe, relax, be still. Breathing in the light, intensifying the light. Each breath, and as you exhale, extending the light out. So your holiness shines bright and clear in the world right now. For the next 2 minutes of silence. If you notice any thoughts arising to distract you, just observe them. Imagine they're like cloud patterns in the sky and they're just drifting by. So put all your attention on the breath. As you exhale, just blow them away from your awareness. Just letting them go. So the only thing remaining is the eternal sky. This is your true awareness. And just sink in to that for the next minute. So gently on the count of 3, come back into your body, into the breath. So noticing how the stomach rises, chest rises as you inhale, breathing in the light. Feel a nice warm tingling sensation flowing up. spine from the lower stomach to upper chest, your head. Pause at the top of the inhale. Notice this deep stillness that's there. And then you exhale, just sigh it all out. Your sighing sound in the back of your throat. Keep your mouth closed so though you're fogging sunglasses. Your mouth closed, and there's the vibration in your throat. Air flowing out of the nostrils, the chest and the stomach. Suck back in. And come to rest briefly in the gap between exhale and the next inhale. Just notice the quality of the silence and the stillness as maybe deeper. You've gone more deeply into it over the last half an hour. So that's 1. 2, just going to notice all your body senses. So what are you feeling and touching? Notice the weight of your body pressing down into the chair. Feet touching the ground. Notice that your hands are touching. Maybe there's a subtle airflow in your skin. Maybe there's a taste in your mouth. Just tuning into all these subtle sense perceptions. Smell in your nose, breathe in and just notice what you're smelling. Notice what you're hearing. Tune into the very subtle sounds in your environment. The whirring of a computer fan, the ticking of a clock, the hissing of a heater, traffic in the distance. Whatever's going on in your environment, just notice it from this very still, calm place. Without any judgments, so you're not trying to name, label, interpret, evaluate, analyze anything. Apply the same principle to what you see. So 3, open your eyes, look around. Just take 30 seconds, look around, gazing at whatever your eyes happen to rest on. But again, no judgment, just let everything be as it is. Make no mental commentary, don't say, oh, that's a bottle or a lamp or a wall or a curtain. Just let these things be as they are, not any mental commentary. And you should find that a very restful practice. It's a nice way to come back out of a deep meditation. Hopefully you've connected with this inner light, this holiness that is beyond the world, beyond sense perceptions. And now you come back and you just reintegrate. So that holiness is still there, the light is still there. Even though you're back in the domain of sense perceptions, you can stay connected to the holiness, and that can shine bright and clear all through the evening. So set that intention. So it is said, so it is done. And to help you do that, use the shorter breath break recording I sent you a little bit earlier, if you're on the WhatsApp group, to help you to practice this evening. Use it in response to any of them comes in to disturb your peace in any way, and just to keep you topped up, connected to this holiness, this light within you. So I wish you a very light, bright and clear evening. Good practicing, and I hope to connect with you again tomorrow. We've got a meditation at 12:30 UK time, 1:30 SA time in the Zoom room, and tomorrow evening the evening meditation is a bit later at 7 p.m. UK time, it's 8 p.m. South African time, 6 p.m. GMT time. So if you you're out there on YouTube, join me then. Subscribe to the channel and you'll be able to be notified when I go live. Or you're welcome to sign up and join us in the Zoom room. Go to freemeditations.online to do that. So thank you for listening, and wish you a very peaceful, flowing evening ahead. Namaste.
Thank you. Same to you. Thanks very much.